Man, I get it. I get that you're frustrated. Maybe it's at a party, maybe it's at a gathering, maybe it's at your own school when you're talking with your friends, your classmates, you're in your head, you're frustrated, you're thinking about what you should say, you're like trying like what can I say to be charismatic, what is the right thing to say, how is that guy so charismatic, how is he so socially skilled, how can I be funnier, how can I be more attractive, how can I do this, how can I do that? Take a chill pill. Stop trying to implement the stuff you learned in the YouTube videos. It's not going to help you. I'm going to share you 3 social skill secrets that are going to shift your perspectives on everything, all the videos and how to win friends and influence people and all the books that you have read on this topic. That's going to shift your perspectives on this topic in this video. Not in 30 days, not in 60 days, before the end of this video. So if you can give me 10 minutes of your time, I'm going to save you a lot of wasted time. Stop trying to perform. Secret 1. Stop trying to perform in your social situations. Stop trying to be the monkey dancer. Stop trying to implement these, like how to be more respectful. I was doing that, bro. Don't think I'm roasting you. I'm roasting probably the old version of myself. Not like roasting, I'm like doing it in like a tough love kind of way. Those videos that you watch on like how to be more dangerous, how to be more respected, how to make this to make people regret insulting you, make them do this to make them regret disrespecting you. Stop trying to perform those tricks and techniques and strategies and how to say and how you can use your body language to like intimidate and assert and show your confidence. It's so shallow. It doesn't get to the core, and it hasn't worked for you, does it? And the major shift that you make here, and then this is where like everything you learned up to this point starts falling apart, is if you felt good enough with yourself without any external requirement, and that's going to be one of the hardest journeys you're going to take. If you felt good enough with yourself, would you sell out so much? Would you perform so much? Would you try to take on this journey to become a more charismatic person? Would you do so much and sacrificing of who you are just to be attractive, just for the validation of others, just so that that person respects you, that person likes you? If you believed you were good enough, really think about it. That doesn't mean you cannot practice your social skills. That doesn't mean you cannot go out and talk to people. That doesn't mean you shouldn't assert yourself. No. But aren't you focusing on the wrong thing? It's like, imagine I had a car engine, and then the engine was shit. It's like 40 years old, it's rusted, and then it's not even working properly. And then every time like smoke comes out of it every time you put fuel. And then you spend the last 3 months, last 6 months, last year trying to put better and better quality petrols and better quality diesels and the racing levels of petrols into the engine. Aren't you an idiot? Like, listen to me. And you do that again and again and again, and you're so convinced that it's the better fuel that's going to move the car. Like, literally, if you looked at that person on the street, what would you call him? An idiot. But that's what you're doing in your social situations. That's what I was doing in my social situations. Focus the shift that you make as you go through, as you get to the engine, as you get to the cause, is that you stop focusing on performing the social situation and you start expressing yourself. When did you start believing the lie that you weren't valuable enough? Why do you think you're not confident? When did it start becoming that? You start getting to the cause. It is a lot of childhood conditioning, a lot of social conditioning, which is years and years of suppressing and repressing and like suppressing aspects of yourself. And you start making the real shifts. This brings us to secret number 2. The journey is internal. You need to take the actions outside because you want to change the stuff inside. It's not about techniques, it's not about strategy, it's not about practice. Stop approaching. And this may be true in other aspects of your life where, like, let's say you want to get better grades or you want to start a new business. A business is not really like this. Like any like mechanical aspects of life where you do X and you get Y. Like studies, academics, stuff like that. But then in things where your who you are as a person defines the game, probably something more like entrepreneurship, your belief and how much money you think you deserve, social skills, which is like completely dependent on who you are as a person. Like practicing the skills, practicing the delivery, how you're gonna say about things, like optimizing that part is going to be just like 10%, 20%. That's only if your foundation, who you are as a person, is good. You can use that as better tools for expressing yourself. Instead of using it to run away from who you are as a person, to like put up this front because I am shit, right? That's what you're thinking. The engine is shit. I am shit. I am worthless. I don't have confidence. Here's some techniques for me to like make people like me. And the more you do this, the more you focus on the optimizing part, the more you're going to fuel whatever is coming. The action that you take from a place of scarcity is going to fuel that mindset of scarcity. And when you work on this stuff, when you work on like the core stuff, every aspect of your life changes. And I'll tell you a story to like illustrate this practically, right? Recently, even after I shift, I'll give you two instances, one in my old school and one in my new school, and just like contrast the difference between it. I would be hanging out with a friend group multiple times. It would be happening. I'll be like talking with them. All of them will be playing like truth or dare, right? And then I couldn't really move my chair to them. And then it just felt really shit. I just remember it feeling really, really bad. Because the gang was playing truth or dare. I wanted to come in and have fun with them. But then part of the group is like the type that insults me. And when they're having fun, if I just come inside, maybe like this girl or something will say like, why are you coming? We don't want you here. Like literally imagine that. It's that situation. I didn't have the guts to just walk in. Of course, some of my friends were also there. So I could have just been like, F this, and I would have gone in. And seeing the others have fun, when I'm hesitating because the teacher will also say something because I don't have place. I felt unvalued. I felt, why am I like this? Why am I at the bottom of the social hierarchy? What can I do? What do they have that I don't? What should I work on? What should I work on myself to become like them? And I'll show you a situation now recently. I remember this time when like the group is hanging out and everything. And I come in and then they just stop talking. And they just stop talking about like, they were talking about like this guy who was like dating this girl and everything. But when I come in, they don't trust me enough. So they just stop talking. Of course, I'm still like kind of off put about this, but then it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't really affect me because my like self-worth is not connected to how I perform in my social situations. It's about expression. It's about me finding the people that matter for me. Me. Do you get it? The same thing can come from a place of I am good enough and I'm going to improve this, rather than I am shit and this is going to cover me up. And this is 80%, 90%, and you see this, right? Literally go out into the class, people who are like stifled, people who cannot express themselves. The most common trick you see is like desensitizing yourself, but that that doesn't work. It does kind of work. For self-improvement people, that's like the number one method. And if you have been doing that, right, if you have been going out talking to people, doing anxiety challenges, I'm literally going to give a hand to you and like shake your hand, because that's more action than 99% of the people, especially our age, because we are outliers of our class, will take on their lives, but it's not getting to the cause and you know that. So stop. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. Don't be the idiot who's putting better fuels into a broken car. You need to get to the cause, you need to address those deep parts of yourself. Click on this video and I'll see you there. And if you want my personal help to going on this process, I'm going to work with 5 people for free. Click the first link in the description and apply. If you get selected, we'll be working together. And I'm just doing this for free because I want to learn, I want to get better, I want to receive feedback, and I want to build killer testimonials, case studies, and get you results. My name is Yuka, and don't forget, I'm rooting for you. Keep taking action.